Hey everybody, Dustin Dale's backstage at Ralston Arena tonight. It is WWE NXT Live right here in Omaha, and I'm very happy to be joined by this guy, Drew McIntyre, here tonight. I'm good, man. How are you, Drew?
Oh, fantastic. We're in Omaha. It's the last day of the tour. We're fired up. We're ready to go.
Ready to go, and I see that you yourself are ready to go as well. You're the NXT champ. How's that feel for you?
Oh, it was pretty good.
It's pretty good. I can't complain, right?
Yeah, it means I'm number one. But yeah, this has been the end and the beginning of a 3-year journey for me. I've been working really hard outside of WWE, building myself to, I guess, the top and most traveled wrestler on the planet, and making my return to WWE, coming back home and getting the title opportunity 4 months later, and becoming NXT champion and leading the brand it's pretty wild. You can't really process it because we never stop around here.
Yeah, I want to talk about your time away because you're like a whole new competitor. You're top of the line. I mean, you're obviously the champion. What were some of the things you focused on yourself to become that next stage athlete, to become the NXT champ?
God, I wouldn't even know where to begin. No, I was signed straight from university at 21 years old as the first ever Scotsman to WWE. And I didn't really stop. I never had any job aside, sports entertainer, wrestler since I was 15. I came over here, I was straight into the system, and I guess I never really had a chance to grow up. I was go. I had all the tools, and I just think I needed a time, away from the nest to figure myself out, to mature a little bit in a lot of ways. And my time away, I was able to apply everything I learned within WWE. I was able to grow as a competitor and as a man. And really, truly found myself, found the woman who became my wife, and just really happy where I'm at in my career, in my life. Everything came together, and it was the right time to come back home. And, I'm feeling like I'm in a position now where I can truly be a guy who can lead the brand. Before, I wasn't a top guy. Now I'm a top guy. There's so much more that goes into this than what actually happens in the ring. That's the minor part. It's everything around it if you want to lead a brand like NXT.
Yeah, NXT is a pretty big brand. There's a lot of competitors on the roster. As you said, you're still fairly new to the brand itself. Is there somebody on the roster that you're looking forward to getting in the ring with?
Everybody. Like this, roster is absolutely incredible. There's a lot of guys I've known over the past few years, guys that I've been worked with before that, guys that I'm looking forward to getting in the ring with. It's just an incredible roster, and we've got like 150 people in the system of NXT, so basically every live show we have, including this tour we're on right now, every single one of them deserve to be on that show. And they put 150% into every match, so anyone that comes to these shows are basically getting a WrestleMania match every single time someone's in that ring, because they know there's a bunch of guys and girls after their spots. And they better be coming for mine, because if you don't want to be number one in NXT, I say this to NXT guys all the time, if you don't want to be in my spot, we don't want you. So we want everybody fighting to be the top person around here.
Now, speaking of tonight's show, what can we expect with you in a show like tonight?
Oh, stealing it, I imagine. Like, as I said, every single person from the first match is trying to steal the show, the second match, third match. Our shows don't build. Every single match crushes it. And when you're on last, you better up your game. You're being top of your game, because that crowd want to see something special when they've had such quality all through the night. So tonight, what a rumor has it, it's a triple threat match with... I don't know if I can say the names. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but, it's a couple of guys that I'm excited to get in there with, and the fans are going to really, really enjoy it. And it's a couple of guys I'm really looking forward to beating up.
Now, one of those guys that's been giving you a hard time on the show every single week is Andrade Cien Almas. You're facing him coming up at the big NXT TakeOver War Game show. What are you thinking about your competitor?
I'm happy to see where he's come. He was going through a difficult period. I can relate to that, and Zelina has been his muse, I guess. Has started leading him to where he's supposed to get to, because he's traveled around the world. He's taken over Mexico, he's taken over Japan, he's been all around. He's got all the talent in the world, and he needed someone to channel it. I guess Zelina was the one who channeled it, with interesting approaches to get my attention, but they've got my attention, and to be honest, I'm excited to wrestle him at the TakeOver. It's only my second TakeOver. The first one, I became champion. And this one, someone like Andrade and myself can really put on a match that people are not going to forget anytime soon.
Now, the main event itself is called War Games. That's the big title for the show. You got the NXT champ, but you also have War Games match. And this is something we haven't seen for a long time, back to the WCW days.
Maybe 20 years?
Something like that, yeah. I didn't know the number. I didn't want to say it, but 20 years. That sounds about right. War Games, it's one of the most classic matches of all time. What do you think about the War Games concept?
I think it's amazing. I think it's even more amazing that NXT is getting the opportunity to host the first War Games in 20 years. And the reason we're getting that opportunity is because, this isn't developmental anymore. I was part of developmental. I was in the FCW. I was there in the beginning stages of NXT. Like right now, we truly are the third brand. I believe the best show if you compare all the shows. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, we're getting this opportunity to host the War Games. It's only been used, to settle some real blood feuds, and it's only brought out on real special occasions. So this is a real special occasion. Whoever's in there, it says it in the title, it's going to be a war.
Tell me in your own words, what is War Games? For those who may not be paying too close attention, what is War Games in your own words?
Well, there's going to be a few teams within, let me get this right, 2 rings, surrounded by a cage, and absolute carnage. That's basically it. It's going to be absolutely wild. I wish I was getting the opportunity to get in there myself. Hopefully I will one day, but I know one thing, after I defend my title against Andrade, I'll be looking forward to the next War Games because I want to get in there and mix it up.
Yeah, maybe we can maybe we can add on to your title match, make it a War Games one-on-one match, maybe.
Hey, I'm game for everything.
He's game. His name is Drew McIntyre. He's in town tonight right here at Ralston Arena, Omaha, Nebraska. Make sure you check it out. And every single week on the WWE Network, you can see this guy representing that title. And make sure you check out that NXT TakeOver War Games coming up in just a few weeks. Drew, thank you so much for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, and hopefully I'll see you all tonight or in the future. Thank you.